Hi all! I can't believe it, this is my last one post. I would like to remember everything I learned in this course about ICT. I have to say, I was very bad with new technologies, but since these subjects, la utilización de las TIC y otros recursos para la enseñanza bilingüe en educación primaria, I improved a lot with ICT and now it's part of my life. First of all, with the topic 1, first things first, we created a learning diary and an avatar to develop this project. To create my learning learner, I create a blog. This is my blog, English Camps blog. I made it with Blogger. And this is my blog. The second thing I did, it was my avatar. To do my avatar, I created with Boki. Boki, it is a really easy tool where you can edit your own avatar adding different effects. Here you can see my post about creating an avatar. This is my avatar. This is Mary. Mary is an Indian American girl. She is gonna explain us through this blog all she learned about ICT, and this is my avatar. As you can see, this is my avatar and she can speak, but I'm not sure if
Hello
you
everyone.
can listen
My
her.
name is Mary.
There are many reasons to use an avatar with our students. As teachers, we think using avatar is a very motivating way to catch children's attention. An avatar is very useful to be a guide in the teacher learning process to our students using ICT. Boki is a free tool to create an avatar and easy for children. In Boki, you can choose the character and customize it. The principal problem I found about Boki is not totally free when I want to use in my blog. So you just can see the link. The topic 2, it was get a creative common lesson for your learning journal. At the beginning of the subject, I didn't know anything about copyright, but now I'm aware of the importance of respecting copyright and to cite attributes and license to usable pictures. So that this is my blog lessons and this is my lessons. To put in practice, we have designed a clear activity with images. In this case, I use Pixabay, where you can find a lot of amazing pictures. As you can see, there are some pictures here. In this case, I talk about the bird's life, birds from egg. This is the picture and the copyright. And this is my blog. I love it. From my point of view, I think there are many things we can show in class, but if you have resources, you can do it. In this case, teaching this life cycle is helpful through pictures. You can use visual resources to teach whatever you want. After that, and with the topic 3, content curation tool, we'll learn to organize, filter, and curation information. From my point of view, if you are a teacher or a student, you have to have an organization where you can find an easy way information about anything. We use to create information Pinterest. This is my post about content curation tool, and here you can see my Pinterest and all the things I selected from my project about volcanoes in a clear lesson. From my point of view, students and teachers must have a digital bank of resources to find information in an easy way and quickly. In my opinion, Pinterest is an ideal website to find ideas in a visual way. It is perfect to share with others your projects, ideas, or whatever you think is interesting to do in class. Also, you can create your own content curation like this one, where you can keep your favorites and use all ideas. For the purpose to share with the rest of the world what we are learning, we created a Twitter account. Through Twitter, we created a tiny story with all our classmates together. It was so fun. As you can see, this is my Twitter account where I post my part of the tiny story. And this is my Twitter account. The next thing we learned in class, it was to create the different tools to create support slideshows. Some of the samples are Genially, Google Slide, Prezi, but I use Genially to create my presentation about Animal Kingdom. From I discovered Genially, I always use it for my other presentations. It is a very useful tool because it's an online app where you can see your own presentation wherever you are. As you can see, we made a video to explain the presentation. I'm gonna show my post about Animal Kingdom support slideshows. There are all the tools that we can use. And this is my presentation about Animal Kingdom. Vertebrate animals, invertebrate animals, and some questions for our students. And this is my video in YouTube where I'm making the presentation. With the topic 5, Visualize and Share, we create a comic to represent emotions. This is my comic about chocolate skin is funny. To create my comic, I use Pixton. In my blog, you can see my comic. This is my comic, and this is the link to use Pixton. From my point of view, Pixton is a useful and easy tool to make your own comic. The only problem I can find is that it's not free, but you can choose a trial for 15 days to make it. But if not, you have to pay, and this is the only thing that I think that is really bad. And from my point of view, to create a comic is a good idea to work with our students' feelings and translate them into a story format. Students can feel identified with the cartoons that appear in the comic and in the story. As teachers, we have to use it to appeal their feelings and make it feel better. Then we design a mind map in class. This is my mind map about Animal Kingdom. We can use mind map to explain and organize our project where we can find objectives, contents, activities, assessment, co-curricular, digital artifacts, and evaluation. In this case, I use MindMaster to do it. From my point of view, MindMaster is an amazing tool to make my mind map. There are other tools to create the mind map. That is the case of Creately, Mind42, or Bubbles or Google. But this is my post about my mind in a project. Then we create an infographic about any subject. In this case, I use the water cycle. To do my infographic, I use Canva, but you can also use another tool like Pictoshare, Easily, Morally, or Powder too. From my point of view, online visual artifacts are very useful at the school for teachers and students because they help them to make content more memorable in a visual way. Also, through online visual artifacts help the students to memorize and understand the new contents. For example, in this case, in natural science, you can use this infographic to work with the water cycle, evaporation, condensation, precipitation, and collection. And it's really beautiful from my point of view. After that, with the topic 6, broadcast it, we create a podcast at the school. The first thing we did in the podcast school, it was to create a podcast, a theater. We have to structure in a Google Docs all the documents where we put evaluation, timing, tool, platform, and everything. Once our planning is done, we record the podcast. We can use several tools to use it, but in this case, I use SoundCloud. This is my welcome audio for my students to explain what is the project, why to welcome them to the project. After that, I create a playlist with the stories that they have to develop for the project, and then I put a playlist with relaxing music to study. I think that is a really good and amazing idea to improve our student skill in another language. And now the topic 7, flip it, storyboard, it is my favorite one. I have to say that we work in small groups. We have to create a storyboard. This is my post about the storyboard where we create a Google Docs with everything. This is my mate and we put the teamwork, the topic. In this case, we use the romanization, the classroom project, and everything. To record our video, we visited the Future Classroom Lab in the Ministry of Education. It was my favorite part because it was so funny and I really enjoyed it with my mates. This is the video where we made it with iMovie. That is a really easy tool, but the only problem I can find is that it's just for Apple. But if you have Apple dispositive, it's fine. If not, you have a problem. Well, this is our video. This is my mate, Francisco Javier. With the topic 7, we learn about spreading educational video projects worldwide. That is, the world is my audience. In this project, I told about my story as a pair in UK, and I'm gonna show you now my post that I was telling my experience about au pair and why I think everyone have to be au pair. To do that, we use the tool Flipgrid. That is really easy. You can record for yourself. Also, along this subject, through a webinar on mobile learning, we learn about all the possibilities in-depth courses offered us. It was given for our teacher, Maria Jesus Garcia Sanmantir, and it was so interesting. We learned about everything, and it was so nice experience. I have to say that we learn about EduPairs, NotInTEP, MOOCInTEP, SpookInTEP. If you have changed, you have to check it. And now it's time to say goodbye. I have to say a big thank you to our teacher, Maria Jesus, for giving us the opportunity to learn a lot of things about ICT, for your time, and also thank you for my mates, for all the funny moments we spent together along this semester. It's time to say goodbye, but it's not. But this is my final project, so I hope you like. See you soon!